Hey guys, I want to make a quick video on why this Volcanic Fissure snaking skill is extremely OP and probably why it's going to be the most played skill next patch. So yeah, I'm talking about this skill right here, Volcanic Fissure of Snaking. This skill is pretty absurd. Even without playing Warcries, the skill does an insane amount of damage. It's something around at level 20, 668% weapon effectiveness added damage per second, which is actually currently equal to the nerfed Lightning Strike right now. But of course, this also scales with Warcries, and Warcries like triple your damage. So I want to go everything about the skill, everything to know, and a rough POV I have, and why it's just absolutely insane, and why it will be meta in the next patch. So first things first, let's talk about the mechanics of this skill. So what does this skill actually do? So it's pretty simple. You aim anywhere, and then it'll auto-target. If it has no targets, it'll just go in random directions, and it does this 4 times. So you have the initial hit, and does it 3 more times. So yeah, you actually kill stuff off screen with this quote-unquote melee skill. It does have the melee tag, and you can target really far as well. So 4 eruptions, auto-targeting, extremely good. In fact, for Boston, you can really just target in front of you, and it will just keep hitting the balls, and you don't have to aim whatsoever, although you should aim. So why should you aim with the skill? So on bosses, there is a mechanic to get a triple hit with the skill. So normally, if you just name lock normally, you'll just get a double hit, which is still pretty good, but a triple hit will give you 50% more damage, go from 2 hits to 3. Essentially how a triple hit works, pretend Lily Roth is like a boss or whatever, you just aim slightly behind them, so don't name lock, and then it'll erupt, and then it'll go back onto the boss, erupt again, and then it'll go away. This will result in a triple hit. So yeah, it's really easy to do. You don't have to do it for mapping, but for Boston, it does give you 50% more damage. So let me show a quick POV right now of why this is really insane. So this is a character that is extremely cheap. Essentially, this character is a 6-link body armor. So you day 1 just buy a corrupted 6-link body armor or like a white base. You know, those are usually 50 to like 80 chaos, really cheap. A tier 4 unique axe, tier 4 unique axes, or tier 4s in general are really cheap. They're way more common than tier 3s. At most, even if the skill is meta, this would be like 50 chaos, right? At most. And then everything else is like random stuff I got from Gwenin, and I used some chaos orbs just to make it usable. So like, as you can see, this helmet is just like, you know, life, low resist, and some armor. No implicits here, no implicits on chest. I do have 1 implicit on boots for action speed. And I have, yeah, my gloves, no implicits because they're also unique. These are also, I believe, at tier 4, tier 5 unique. So once again, extremely cheap, and these aren't needed. They're just some nice extra damage. So yeah, we have 1 Eldritch implicit. Everything else is just like Chaos Orb or some Essence just to make the gear workable. And this character, off the bat, already has 7 million DPS. And this is like less than 2 Divines. And this is not even counting the full DPS. So full DPS this character, let's say we activate our tincture, and this tincture is not even perfect, it's just some random tincture I had, and we activate our berserk as well. As you can see, we go to 14 million DPS. So for less than 2 divines, our burst DPS is 14 million. That is absolutely insane for this much here. And yes, this character actually does do 14 million DPS. It really is just that insane. Slams are extremely strong, and they can scale really well into late game, either through the new champion fortified stacking or strength stack and jug. Both methods do work for this build. With strength stack and jug, you can get like 200, 300 million DPS pretty easily. I'm not sure how much champion fort stacking will get, but it probably will get pretty high DPS as well. So yeah, on literally no gear. Like I said, this gear is really trash. You can see for yourself, like look at this ring. It's just like resist, and I mean, yeah, that's it. Evasion man does nothing. It's just random gear I got from the vendor just to make this character at least function, enough resist, and that's it. So with random trash gear, you are doing an insane amount of damage, and even without the conditionals, like just like regular mapping DPS or whatever, you're still at a solid 7 million DPS, which is just absurd for essentially no gear at level 94. And also, you want to see the tree, no clusters, only 2 jewels, and these jewels are just regular random 2 props, right? These are, I don't know, probably 5 chaos or something, right? So yeah, very cheap character, and it's extremely effective. And this is true for all slams, not just snaking. The reason why snaking is insane and why it's like the exception here is because it has insane clear. Usually with slams, they have like decent clear or okay clear, but snaking, you have both the power of insane clear and insane single target. I can just go to Act 9 real quick just to show you what the snaking mechanic looks like, why it's really good for clear. Like I said, it off screens, it'll auto target enemies. So if I target here, it's going to start searching for enemies. Well, it's an enemy nearby. Let's see, yeah. See, and it just keeps going and keeps going. So you see how it killed enemies all the way over here when I was over here, right? It off screens enemies. It's really insane mechanically. As soon as enemies nearby, it will target it. It'll just keep going. So yeah, mechanically, the skill is just absolutely insane. You don't need to target really whatsoever. It has auto aim, insane damage. So last thing with the character, and the reason why people don't like to play slams is to say like, oh, it's clunky, it's slow. I have to press war cries, I don't want to play it. That's not really true at war cries nowadays, or for slam characters in general. Really, all you do for mapping, you don't need this for mapping, you don't need this for mapping. It's just Volcanic, Fissure, Snaking. That's it. Also, you place your Blood Rage like every other build, and you have your two movement skills, Frost Blink and Leap Slam. Once again, like every other build. And this is all you need for mapping. You don't need to press any other button. You're not pressing like 5 war cries. There's no piano going on. You automate everything through auto exertion, and that's it. Like, you don't need to press stuff if you don't want to. Now for bosses, you should press Rallying Cry. This is 30% more damage, but you don't need to press it for mapping. This is just for bosses, and you have to press it once every 12 hits, and that's it. You don't have to press anything else. Enduring Cry, you do use this for bosses for endurance charges, but that is quickly solved when you get a medium cluster. When you get a medium cluster, you can immediately drop Enduring Cry. It's no longer needed. This is just to keep up your endurance charges once every 22 seconds on bosses. But yeah, a medium cluster does solve that. So yeah, all you're really doing is one button playstyle, and then for bosses, you do press an extra button, and that's it. It's not clunky whatsoever. It's actually a really fast character because you're playing Berserker, so you have insane attack speed scaling, because Berserker gets a lot of attack speed through Rage, which is then enhanced through the other Ascension node as well. And of course, using Blood Rage, you have 4 Frenzies as well. And eventually later on, this axe is really, really slow, but even with this slow axe, you're still quite fast. But in the end game, when you have more currency and you can swap this axe out, you will near double your attack speed. So currently, I think I have around like 1.8 or yeah, 2.0 attack speed. So with a GG axe and like a better tree and more clusters, you can get like 3 to 3.5 attack speed. So it'll feel extremely, extremely fast. Trust me, this character does not feel clunky whatsoever. Considering I only have less than 2 divines of gear, it really is just that good. So yeah, that's mostly about it. I just want to make a quick video on why this Snaking skill is just so strong. It's definitely one of my potential league starters, and of course I will have a build guide on it. I also will have a build guide on LA Deadeye, because LA Deadeye did not get changed from last league. So yeah, that's about it.